What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, you guys, I am coming right now. I'm on my way. What's up? What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? Thank y'all for being here early. I had to go early. It was either come early or not come on at all. Let me do my roll call and we're going to get into it. What's up? Is that first choice? What's up? First choice? I'm just going to wait. Thank you, boo. Mwah. Since she want to do early live, she better be on time. Whatever, y'all. Hey, Ebs, what's up? Hey, what's up, Belize? I saw you over there cutting up in Ebby's chat talking about me and my makeup situation. Hey, Tracy, what's up, girl? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You almost missed it. Yeah, we early. Let me put it on my wall. Let me share it out on my wall. Because what happened is I have a couple of things I have to do this evening. You guys saw that Ladies Night is tonight. We're gonna be on Cups of Conversations channel. She is back, and we're gonna be on her channel tonight. I shared it on my community wall earlier today, and then I have something to do from 6 to 8 for work. So that's why I was like, I either got to come early or I'm not going to be able to come at all. So without delay, we're going to get into this. Let me share this on my wall and we're going to go ahead and get started. Because I had some things I wanted to talk about. Okay, I had some things on my mind that I wanted to talk to y'all about. Okay. All right. I didn't do this on screen because for a couple of reasons. One, because I wanted to put my shirt on. Two, because like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time. But Milan Is, aka Spiller Boy, he was running a sale Memorial Day weekend, and so I picked up a couple of t-shirts off of his website. So I got this one. It says Shay Treasure Couture, honey. And it's got the young lady, and then I picked up this one. I got me 2 t-shirts, and I have this one that says Treasure. And then established in 1972. Okay. So yes, that's my unboxing, honey. Y'all going over to MilanTreasure.com and get you some t-shirts. Not F that job, girl. This is something I want to do because y'all know I don't work off the clock. So this is clearly something I want to do. We're doing a panel for Pride Month. I'm one of the faculty advisors for our LGBTQ club at school, and we're having an event for Pride. So we're doing a panel tonight from 6 to 8. Hopefully it won't last until 8 o'clock. I just did like a 2-hour window just in case the conversation ran long. I'm really hoping to keep it to like an hour to an hour and a half. But then at 9:30, we're going to be doing ladies' night. So, of course, it just runs right in. What's up, Miss Jane? How you doing, Citizen Jane? You need some mother merch, girl. I caught the sale, honey. I caught the sale. Because he had been wearing some t-shirts that I thought were real cute that I wanted to pick up. All right, let's get into some things. Let's get a couple of little small things out the way. Okay, so we know that Todd Christie was found guilty. Is it a Zoom? It's Zoom, Young Rich. It's on Zoom. So a couple of things have come out about what's going to happen. First of all, they're out on bond until their sentencing hearing. Their sentencing hearing isn't until October the 6th. Now, which means that they're going to be out of jail between now and October the 6th, unless they do something to violate their conditions. I know people are probably like, you got the complexion for the protection. But I had a person in my life who was convicted on federal crimes, and they were given. They pled guilty. They pled guilty the first week of November, and they didn't have to report until February. The judge actually gave them the holidays. The judge actually said, I'm going to let you spend the holidays with your family. We'll give you your date to report. And they didn't have to report until I think it was like the end of January, early February. So stuff like that does happen. Like when it's white collar crimes, because hers was a white collar situation. When it's white collar crimes versus you was out here with weapons and bopping people over the head, and you know, when it's different stuff, the rules are a little different. White collar crime versus you out here, doing violent offenses. So that's the first thing. The second thing is They are on an ankle monitor, but they are going to be living in their $3 million home. Now, I don't know if that's their $3 million home in Atlanta or their $3 million home in Nashville, because remember, they've been living in Nashville for the last couple of years. Now, the show has been renewed for a 10th season, but of course, that is up in the air. And I feel like it's going to depend on how much they are willing to share with the cameras, because, of course, their show comes on USA Network. Of course, the USA Network would love to keep filming and get all of this on tape. Like, who's not gonna watch it? I know. I watch it anyway. I don't watch it like I used to. Like, it used to be like in my DVR and all that. Now I just watch it when I catch it. But I'd put it back in my DVR. The only thing is, two things. The first thing is, that's just not their brand. Their reality show has never been about anything heavy. It's never been deep. They've never really told us any real stuff. Like, I don't even think that they addressed this on the show. And again, I haven't been religiously watching it, so I can't say for certain that they haven't, but I don't think they've even addressed this on the show. So I don't know. But it'll be interesting if they do agree to discuss it and deal with what's going to happen and show us what their life is going to be like while they're trying to close up their affairs and take care of the kids and, you know, make the proper arrangements that they need to make. That would definitely be something I would tune in for. It premieres on the 23rd, right? Yeah, but as far as what they're going to be filming, you know what I'm saying? Because if the Christies aren't willing to share what's going on, now they are allowed to leave the house for work, church, in any type of medical situation, if they have doctor's appointments and things like that. Remember, Julie Christie is a cancer survivor, and so she does have to have certain types of checkups and stuff like that as it relates to her cancer diagnosis and her being in remission and stuff like that. But then this the part that got me. Now, this the part where I got a little confused. They said that they have to alert their, not parole officer, because they're not on parole, but they have to alert the authorities anytime they spend over $1,000. How they got money? Didn't you just get convicted of tax evasion and bank fraud? And like, shouldn't all y'all shit be seized? Shouldn't everything y'all have belong to the government right now? How do y'all have money to be spending over $1,000? And does that $1,000 include like your bill money? Because I know that mortgage is over $1,000. So you mean every time I pay my mortgage, I gotta call y'all? Or is it like I went to the mall, I went to the grocery store, I was out running errands? I need some clarity on this, because again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand how they even have $1,000 to spend, much less you gotta tell the court you got when did y'all get $1,000? Because y'all just got convicted. What's up, Cam? Because y'all just got convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. I just feel like, isn't that the first thing they do is take your money? But I hear what you're saying, Citizen Jane, but I gotta put some grease on my scalp. My scalp is dry, it's itching. I don't understand how they, like you say, they have access to their funds. They just got convicted of fraud. How is any of that their funds? Y'all see what I'm saying? Like, I hear what you're saying, that they have money, but I don't feel like they're supposed to. I feel like, because listen, the first thing they do with the drug dealers is take all their money. They take the cars, they take the money, they close the house down, they put you out of all your property, anything that's in your name, in your mama name, in your cousin name. But that's what I'm saying, Citizen Jane. They don't care when it's the drug dealers and they sitting on all that money. They don't care. They do not care. They don't say, okay, well, until your case is concluded, we're gonna let you still live in this mansion and we're gonna let you still pay your bills until after you're convicted. They don't even let them do it once they get arrested. When you get arrested for a drug case and you have money, all of that gets seized by the government. Your car. because they still made money from the show. They can only take money that came from fraud. But what I'm saying is, part of their conviction is tax evasion, meaning you owe the government money. So even if you're legitimately making money over here, you just were convicted of stealing from the government. That's all I'm saying. I mean, again, I hear what y'all are saying. It just seems real interesting to me. When I saw that and it said, you got to let them know that if you're spending over $1,000. I'm just trying to figure out why they have so much money. They do usually seize your accounts. Maybe they got special consideration because of some things. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's the conditions. As of right now, nothing has been said about what's going to happen with Grayson or Chloe. Grayson is their biological child, and Chloe they have legal custody of. I don't know if they've legally adopted her, but they have legal custody. Chloe, they've been raising Chloe for like the last 5 or 6 years. Exactly, y'all. I'm like, $1,000. Like, that's the cap. What's up, Mr. Brown? How you doing, Willie Brown? I'm like, that's the cap. Are you tripping? I actually don't think it's because they're white, because they hate when anybody take money from them. Maybe not, child. If it's fraud, they do that if you can't prove that you got the money legitimately. I get it, but drugs versus white collar, that's what they're saying about Young Thug. Like, it's unfair. I actually don't think it's because, I just read that. I don't blame them at all. Hell, I'm trying to evade them taxes as well, but you didn't hear from me. Listen, quiet as it's kept, everybody cheat on their taxes. It's just a matter of how much you cheat and how deep you're going with it. I'm just saying. Moving on. So that's the update. I was just giving y'all the update on that. But you don't owe everything you have to the IRS. Clearly not. Because that's part of the conditions is that they just have to let them know if they spending over $1,000. So clearly not. But when I read that, I was just like, that just was so weird to me. But okay, maybe it's just me, child. Maybe it's just me. All right. Okay. What else we got over here? Nene leaks. I'm just giving y'all an update on it because I'm not doing this whole thing with Nene. Nene, did I talk about this already? The mother of Nene. Yeah, I talked about that already. We talked about that the other day. Okay, never mind. Never mind, Nene. Tomorrow night. What's up, Tabitha? I'm early today because I have something to do at 6 and at 9. So if I didn't go early, I wasn't gonna be able to go at all. And speaking of which, thank you, Tabitha. Tabitha said, hold on, we got some black excellence. Hold on, y'all. We got some black excellence. Before I go any further, New Jersey, Teresa was convicted of the same thing. No, I don't mean Marlo and Kandi. I'm gonna get to Marlo and Kandi, Young Rich. No, I thought I hadn't told y'all about the Nene thing, but I did. So we have some black excellence. Let me go ahead and get to it. And Tabitha tagged me on this one. So I saw it. Okay. LeBron James reveals plans for a brand new community care center, the I Promise Health Quarters, which offers affordable housing, medical, dental, eye care, along with a lower cost pharmacy. So according to Sports Illustrated, the LeBron James Family Foundation announced plans for a new multi-million-dollar medical facility to be housed in Akron. The news named I Promise Health Quarters as a solution to the healthcare concerns and needs of the community. On June 7th, the foundation took to Twitter to give more insight into the forthcoming facility available to all I Promise students, as well as the Akron community. I Promise Health Quarters will offer, I just said that. So shout out to LeBron James and congratulations. Hold on, y'all. I got to take this call. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing a panel. What I told y'all what I have to do at 6 o'clock. I'm doing a pride panel for the LGBT club, and that was somebody that's on the panel calling me. So I thought they were calling to cancel or calling to ask a question about it or something. So So, listen, LeBron, listen, I was never a big LeBron basketball fan, but I'll be honest with you, I definitely have become a LeBron fan for all the things that he does, the philanthropic things he does for the community. He started his I Promise Academy. And then you saw the health quarters will be available to all I Promise students and to the Akron community. And for those who don't know, that's where he's from. He's from Akron. So I definitely, you got to respect and shouts out to LeBron for that. And hopefully it can be successful and he can build out from there. Because, until there's no more of a monopoly when it comes to the healthcare, situation in this country, it's just, as long as there's a monopoly on it, as long as there's no other way of doing things that is affordable to people. You see what they did with the Affordable Healthcare Act, aka Obamacare. Like you saw how they whittled that down, and that program actually helped a lot of people who I knew were entrepreneurs who were independent out here, and it maintained that they were able to keep their insurance and make sure that they could go to the doctor when they were sick. Did you see the video of Karen from Real House? No, what video? No. Oh Lord, child. Now I gotta go look for the video for Karen. No. Where is it? Oh shoot. Is it on the shade? I literally just checked the shade room before I went live. It must not be on the shade room. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna have to look for it because I have no idea what you're talking about, Tabitha. Ooh. Let me hold on. Let me see. Is it on? Oh, okay. Tabitha says it's on her IG stories. Okay, hold on. Child, Tabitha. Be on it, y'all. Tabitha, be on it. Tabitha, I saw you in that red dress too, honey. I saw you in that red dress, girl. Joy Behar. Target. Okay, hold on. Here it is, y'all. Hold on a second. Oh, you tagged me in it too. Hold on. Oh, you talk about because she ain't have on that makeup. Child. Yeah, because they out on it, because they must be on a group trip, because I saw where Giselle and Ashley, they were on the beach dancing. So they must be on a group trip. They must be on, they did earlier this year, they went to Miami. So they must be on some sort of island somewhere, child. I muted it because I didn't know what it was saying, Young Rich. But it's a video of her walking on the beach. She just don't have on no makeup, honey. She just don't have on no makeup. But y'all, listen, if y'all need to be reminded, y'all do is go back to season 1 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I like, they in Mexico. Now, I like the Grand Dame, but baby, I'm just saying, all you gotta do is go back to season 1, honey, and it is all right there, okay? I'm just saying. Okay, So let's get into this because I like I said, I gotta keep I have to keep this to an hour. So let's talk about Milan Christopher and the Zeus Network. Let's do that first. So listen, for those of you who have been following this bad boy situation, y'all know I'm 2 episodes behind on my reviews, child, because anyway. But I've been giving y'all updates on my quick drops of the who's, the what, and the what, and the what. So Milan is mad at Zeus because Milan feels like he was edited badly. It made him look like he was a punk. It made him, what's up, Zara? It made him look like he was a punk. He didn't like the way he was edited. He didn't like the way it made him look. And he said that he didn't really appreciate them, you know, trying to assassinate his character and all this. So I guess he decided that he was going to do his own show. Since he didn't like the way they did the show, he would do his own show. So he posted yesterday on his Instagram that he was executive producing a Bad Boys Atlanta on his own streaming service. So not only is he going to do his own Bad Boys Atlanta, he's also going to do it on the mcstreaming.com, whatever, which is his own streaming service. So Zeus then posted on their Instagram, basically, it was a very nice, nasty way of letting everybody know, first of all, this show is not affiliated with Zeus. It don't have nothing to do with us. It ain't a part of our product. You know, it's an independent situation. Second of all, we own the trademark to Bad Boys, so you can't do it. It is basically, they say it is intellectual. It's the stealing of their intellectual property. Third of all, they said, and Milan Christopher, Mulamo, and Rio, which all 3 of them are a part of this new project with Milan. All of them are still under contract to Zeus because they have a clause in their contract that basically says they cannot do any other reality show until 2023 without permission from the Zeus Network. Now that's common. That's not a big deal. Like if y'all ever notice when y'all see people leave these reality shows and you like, well, why don't they just do this? Why don't they just do that? You notice how it might be a year or 2 before you see them on another reality show or you see them. Yeah. That happens all the time. It happens with radio. Remember, I said that with Wendy Williams when we were talking about the Wendy Williams show. And I said, well, it depends on her contract, how fast she would be able to come back and do another TV show or something. Because they sign these non-compete clauses. Sometimes it's for a year. Sometimes it's for 2 years. It just depends on what you agreed to. So they have what is essentially like a non-compete clause that says they cannot do another reality show until June of 2023. Because I'm assuming they signed their Zeus contract in June of 2021. So that would be a 2-year contract. So this is what I'm going to say about that. First of all, I like the nice, nasty way Zeus posted their little disclaimer on their Instagram, basically saying, yeah, I don't know what he think he's doing, but he's not doing what he think he's doing. As far as the intellectual property part of it, so Milan responded and basically said, I don't know what y'all talking about. Bad Boys, it's been Bad Boys movies, Bad Boys records, Bad Boys this, Bad Boys that. Like you don't own a trademark on Bad Boys. But I own a trademark on Bad Boys Atlanta. It is copyright written and it is trademarked by me for my business or whatever. So this is what I'm going to say about this, y'all. I think Milan Christopher has a point about the name. Because if it's Bad Boys Atlanta, like there was a whole YouTube show called Bad Boys before Zeus picked up Bad Boys. And there was a whole thing about whether Zeus stole the idea and stole the name from the YouTube channel. So let's be clear. The Bad Boys thing, the name Bad Boys really, that's neither here nor there. I think Milan has a point about that, saying like y'all really can't claim this whole Bad Boys thing. But your contract, depending on how it is written, may cause a problem. Now, if you have no intention of being on the show, you're just going to be an EP behind the scenes, you might be all right, Milan. But if you had planned to be a part of the show, you, Mulamo, or Rio, if y'all had planned to be in front of the camera in any way, you might be in a little bit of trouble. Because it seems like you ain't supposed to be. And it sounds like they absolutely have a contract that says that y'all can't do a reality show for 2 more years. If the clause is real, all they have to do is film the show and then release it after June 20th. Yeah, but the thing with that though, Xavier, is they're not trying. That's a year from now. You really think they're trying to wait a whole year? Nah. Because the momentum is right now. Like all of the back and forth, all of the fighting, all of the beefing, that's right now. A year from now, nobody's gonna care. I mean, we barely care now. Even though they're gonna do a season 2 of Bad Boys in Houston, it looks like it's gonna be damn near a whole new cast. Now, Kerrion Franklin said he'll sign up to do a season 2. I think Jonathan might do a season 2 because he's right there in Houston. But if he does do a season 2, he ain't gonna be doing all that rah-rah because he just opened up his salon. I think last week he opened up his salon. So he ain't gonna be doing all that rah-rah because he's like, I got a business to run. Like I legit have businesses and I really can't be like the hood Jonathan. I really gotta keep him under wraps. Kerrion Franklin said that he would do a season 2. Anthony may do a season 2 because Anthony lives in Texas. I think he lives in Houston too. So he may do a season 2, and maybe the Rails. And the reason why I say the Rails is because I think the Rails has a new relationship and his boyfriend lives in Houston. I think the guy that he's dating right now lives in Houston. So we may see some of those people. Now, Gutter said he wasn't doing the reunion. And Gutter also posted a video on his TikTok and said that he wasn't doing season 2 of Bad Boys for less than $25,000. I still think that's a low ball, but I guess it's not a low ball for, a startup streaming service like Zeus. So I don't know if they're gonna meet his demands and pay him what he asking for or what. But he said he so basically, if the money is right, he'll come back for a season 2. He'll never be on network TV again after this. It's messed up if Milan to do those Zeus invested in him and he trying to play them. I don't see him being able to successfully build and create a good reality show. It doesn't matter what happened first, but who holds the proper trademark. Yeah. And again, if you trademark Bad Boys Atlanta, I mean, sure, great. Again, I'm not even gonna argue that. He may legit have the trademark to Bad Boys Atlanta, and it may allow him to be able to do a show in Atlanta. And he could probably EP the show. But he can't be on the show according to Zeus. If Zeus paperwork is what Zeus paperwork says it is, he can't be on the show. And maybe he was never planning to be on the show. Maybe he always was going to be an EP. But then where does that put Moolah and Rio? Because he got them on there as judges and stuff like that. Like he's having auditions and they're going to be the judges for who gets to be on the show. So is that their only role? Again, are they behind the camera? Because it sounds like Zeus has a contract on all 3 of them. Watch Zeus be petty and do a Bad Boys Atlanta. They might. But I just find it funny that you was rocking with Zeus until you feel like Zeus showed you in a bad light. You was rocking with Zeus until then. But now you mad at Natalie. Now you mad at Zeus. Now you and Natalie was Ace Boom Coon and y'all was besties. But once those videos came out of the fight, and you ain't like the way you were edited, baby. Oh, you've been singing a whole different tune ever since then. And like Natalie said, because I saw the live where him and Natalie were going at it. And like Natalie said, she said, look, you might be mad at the order in which they should, because he was trying to say, y'all made it seem like I was up in the tree the whole time and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. But she said, you might not like the order in which we put she said, first of all, I'm not an editor, so I don't have nothing to do with the editing. You might not like the order in which it was done, but the fact remains, these are the events that happened that night. Now, the order might be wrong. We might make it look work because it's a TV show, so we're going to make it look how we're going to make it look. But you were in the tree. You did jump over the wall. You did call the police, even though he lied and said he didn't call the police. He did call the police, and he admitted that he called the police twice. He admitted that he called the police Saturday, the night of the party, and he called the police the next day when Jonathan showed up and was beating Rio up with the chair. So you tried to lie and say you ain't called the police. Hey, Cameron, but you did. Right. You were in a tree, sir. Doesn't matter what order that happened. And then he was like, yeah, D, I'm early today, boo. And then he was like, well, you tried to make it seem like I didn't try to fight. I didn't try to jump in the fight with Jonathan. And that's just not true. Security was holding me back. Sir, I don't know what clip that was where security was holding you back, but I didn't see that. Now, Jonathan said that the reason why he picked up that fire extinguisher is because Milan had mace. He said, I don't know if you could see the mace. I would have to go back and really look, and I'm not that vested to find out. But he said, I picked up the fire extinguisher because Milan had mace in his hand. And I was like, if you spraying that mace, I'm spraying this. Like, basically, if you spray that, I'm spraying this. He said, I didn't just pick up the fire extinguisher just to be crazy. He was like, he had mace. And like he was getting ready to spray some mace. So I was like, if you spraying, I'm spraying. Milan also, right, exactly, Cameron. Milan also had a knife, and that has been confirmed by at least 3 of the housemates that Milan had a knife. So, sir, like, stop acting like this is all somebody else. What's up, Diamond Pro Jim? What's up, boo? Mind you, Milan had a knife in the house, and they took all the knives and spoons and forks out the kitchen. Yeah, they took glass out. They took everything out of that house that they thought people could use as a weapon. But the way it was explained in one of these lives, child, there's been so many lives. They said that they allowed Milan to leave the property to go take care of some business, and they feel like when he came back, that's when he came back with the weapon. When he left the house and he came back, they said he went to go get his car or something. They said he went to go get, and when he came back, they feel like that's when he went. That's when he brought the knife in. Because, of course, they searched all of them before they let him in the house initially. Milan is a bad light. Only thing about him is that body. That's all he has, that he can only carry a porno, not a show. Wow. I haven't seen the porno, but I heard the porno wasn't even good. I heard the sex tape was lackluster. I haven't seen it, and I have no interest in seeing it. Gutter said the body fake. He said, I ain't see him do not one push up the whole time we was there. Now, I ain't gonna say that. I mean, they said he had a BBL. That his body fake, because they said that he didn't work out that one time they was in that house. That they did not see him work out, do nothing. I wasn't there. Milan was the one who told Mulan more about Gutter's health status. Oh, that was Milan. Oh, bye, Tabitha. Mwah. Thank you. All right, y'all. So that's the Zeus situation. So let's get into this Marlo Kandi thing, and then we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then we're going to get out of here. So Marlo was down to the Carlos King podcast, right? Marlo was at the Carlos King podcast, and Marlo was, y'all know, being messy, because that's what Carlos King is doing on the podcast and on his little nightcap show. Child, being messy. Now, Marlo said that she had been offered a peach twice before, and she refused, or she didn't accept. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a lot of reasons. The main reason why I don't believe that is because you've never said that before. In all these years, the narrative has been that you couldn't get your peach, that Bravo would never give you a peach, that you couldn't get your peach. I've never, ever heard Marlo say, well, Bravo offered me a peach and I just chose not to take it. Even at the beginning of this season, the big thing was Marlo finally got her peach. Marlo, you even played up to the you finally got your peach narrative. So honestly, I don't believe that you were offered a peach twice. I don't believe that. I believe that as long as Nene was on the show, you were going to be Nene's friend. You were going to play. And I think that's why you started trying to pull away from Nene because you were trying to build friendships with the other ladies to try to get out of that Nene's friend rut. Now, that's my opinion. I don't know how nobody else feel about it, but that's my opinion, child. So that's the first thing. Then they asked you about Kandi. And why would her friend Nene not know? I love some Carlos, but child, he sound like he lying lately. I don't believe that either. She auditioned a couple of times and Bravo said no. Her background was too much for their program. Right. It wasn't until Bravo got desperate to try to save this franchise, because let's be clear, they are desperate to save this franchise. I just saw a picture of Marlo on Twitter wearing a Confederate flag inspired t-shirt. So what messages she sent it to her nephews and the culture? Oh, child. She probably gonna say something stupid like it's couture. It's couture. Now, mind you, Tanya was offered a peach her first season, and Tanya actually supposed to have been on season 8. Right. I believe Tanya was offered a peach. And I believe that Tanya turned it down. And again, it's different because remember, Tanya is a legit wheeler dealer, mover shaker. Like LaTanya has lunch with Oprah type shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I said LaTanya. Tanya. Because you notice when all that stuff went down, when they tried to get Tanya involved in that whole stripper gate situation, you notice that Tanya left and she didn't look back. She didn't, and you could tell that Bravo didn't know nothing about what's like, because remember at the reunion, Andy was asking the ladies, have y'all talked to Tanya? Anybody know what's going on with Tanya? Because Tanya, she was like, I don't need this. Like, and she's even said, and again, she has said that she was offered a peach, but she liked being a friend of because it gave her the flexibility that she wanted. She wasn't obligated to do everything, but she could kind of be around and do the stuff she wanted to do, and that's why she liked it. So the fact that Tanya addressed it, spoke on it, and said publicly, yeah, they offered me a peach, but this is why I didn't take it. And the fact that when stuff went a certain way that she didn't think would be good for her brand, she left. Like, she let y'all pull the whole cookie lady stuff the season before. But when y'all started wanting to say she was sleeping with scrippers and threesomes, she was like, yeah, that's deuces. That's where I got to bow out. I remember ages ago here, Marlo was offered a peach, but that due to her not wanting to disclose personal information, she rejected the peach. I heard that too. I just don't believe it. I don't. That's just me. I could be wrong. I don't believe it was true. It's less work being a friend of. Exactly. Hey, Philly, what's up, girl? I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, Tanya was like, deuces. Tanya does so much. She's friends with Oprah, a business owner, a nurse with 3 degrees. That's what I'm saying. Tanya is like legit a mover and shaker. Like, for real, for real. She was definitely an asset to the show. I'm not saying she was perfect. I ain't saying I liked everything she did and said. That ain't what I'm saying. But I mean, imagine if Tanya had filmed with different. I mean, I don't feel like Oprah would have ever really filmed with her for Real House. I ain't gonna say she wouldn't have done it. I can't say she wouldn't have done it. She might have filmed with her child. Right. Tanya was there for shits and giggles. Tanya was there to have a good time, you know, in between doing other stuff that she was doing. You know what I mean? So then somehow, because I didn't listen to the whole thing, somehow the conversation got turned on Kandi. And Marlo made some really nasty comments about Kandi, y'all. Marlo said that Kandi effed her way out of Atlanta. Now we're gonna get back to the F her way out of Atlanta piece. That Kandi talk about sex too much. She really need to let the sex go. And that Kandi needs to do more for the community. She needs to do more for the Black community. So let's take this piece by piece. I'm gonna say my piece by piece, and then I'm gonna let y'all hear Kandi's response, because Kandi did respond. Okay. First of all, Kandi effed her way out of Atlanta. I'm really sick of this narrative, this double standard that we've been putting on Kandi. And I say we, I don't mean the people in this room. I'm just saying we in general, that we have been putting on Kandi. Kandi was a 20-something-year-old, rich, celebrity, popular, access to some fine-ass men, and she was in control of her sexuality. She had sex because she wanted to have sex. She explored her sexuality. She dibbled and dabbled. She had threesomes. She did all these things are things that she has spoken on. And what bothers me is people always want to go there with Kandi. Whenever they get mad with her, whenever they want to try to throw shade, they always go there with Kandi. But to me, it's a double standard because some of the same men that Kandi was out here running the streets with, sexing up and doing this and doing that, they were doing the exact same thing. So why was it okay for them, but it's not okay for Kandi? Kandi was young. She wasn't married. She was doing her thing. Now, I know that everybody says about the whole rock thing, her, you know, the mother of her, the father of her child, that he was in a relationship and she was a homewrecker. I ain't going to go down that road because, again, I think it's layers to that. Thank you. It's Juvia's Place. Which one is this? It's Juvia's Place. This is from their, I think it's from their Rose collection. And this is called Maroon. It's called Maroon. Thank you. And it just bothers me that that's always people's go-to. Like they want to shame her because she likes sex. Kandi is not out here. Like, again, for example, I'll take Jermaine Dupri as an example. Jermaine Dupri was out here. Now, Kandi and Jermaine Dupri had a little relationship back in the day. They got it in a little bit here and there. And somebody asked Kandi one time, she was in an interview, and they asked her, what made you, she said, we were just in the studio one night. We were working late. We were in the studio, and, you know, he looked at me, I looked at him, and I was just like, you know, one go for it. She said, we were never trying to be, you know, run off into the sunset. I just, in that moment, that's what I wanted to do when I did it. So it's like, but when men do that, it's a problem. But men, let's be clear, men do that all the time. And y'all act like Kandi is still out here doing that. Kandi is in her 40s now. She has been married for a good 8-9 years. That's not who it's like. Don't keep bringing up my past because I don't live there no more. It just bothers me that they always want to sex shame her. And coming from a woman who has been sex shamed, because let's be clear, remember, they done said all kinds of stuff about Marlo being an escort, being a madam, being this, being that, just downright prostitute. You would think that that wouldn't be her go-to. Then the whole Kandi need to stop talking about sex so much. Now, if y'all look at my reviews for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I have said that I think that this whole trip to New York and Kandi with the sex slave invitation and the remote control panty situation, I did say that was a whole lot. Now, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I said it was a lot. But what I also have acknowledged is that this is a part of Kandi's business. If y'all ever pay attention to Kandi's sales every time she mentions something on her show, I bet you these remote control panties sales then went through the roof in the last 3 weeks since they've been talking about it on the show. Now, the remote control panties ain't nothing new, but now that you've seen them on the show and all of that, you saw how Kandi gave us a whole tutorial in last week's episode. All of that is not by mistake. Kandi is a marketing genius. I could see if Kandi did not have a whole sex toy business, but Kandi has a whole sex toy business that she makes millions of dollars off of. Millions of dollars. So she would be a fool to not use this platform to push her business. Kandi uses this platform to push all of her businesses. And if y'all remember, Kandi has been doing bedroom candy she's been doing bedroom candy for about 10 years. And I'm going to tell you how I know that she's been doing bedroom candy for about 10 years. Because when I first moved into my house, I had a bedroom candy party. And I've been in my house for 10 years. And that was within the first year of living in my house. I had a bedroom candy party. So this is not no, a lot of these reality shows, they have these businesses that only last as long as the cameras are running. And as soon as the cameras go down, that business we never hear from again. We was talking about the sheets that Malaysia had. We were talking about all the businesses that Malaysia had over on Basketball Wives. What's up, T Lounge? And so, again, you don't have to like the fact that Kandi has a sex toy business, but we're not going to sit here and act like this is some fluke ass, I'm only doing it for the cameras. Kandi has conventions every year for her consultants. It's a real pyramid business. It is a legit pyramid, and they make good money too. The people that those Kandi, and she treats them good too. The lady that, because I've used that same lady about 3 or 4 times, for different like bachelorette parties and stuff like that. And they make good money, and Kandi treats them nice. They do that convention every year. They get bonuses, all of that. It's legit. Somebody said, how do you wash, right, free 99, child. Somebody said, how do you wash the panties? Well, like Kandi showed us on the show on Sunday, the thing that vibrates, the panties have a slot. And you insert the thing in the slot, and then you have the remote. So I guess when you go to wash the panties, you take the little vibrating thing, you take it out, and then you wash the panties. That's my understanding of the way Kandi explained it, because I don't have a pair. If I had a man, I wouldn't mind a pair, but I don't have a pair. Anyway, I do think Kandi is too sexual forward. And she makes it a part of her brand and storyline. That being said, the men she was with was just as bad. I'm just very conservative for today's society. And I can be conservative about some things too. Abby tell y'all all the time about how conservative I am. And so I don't disagree with that. Because like I said in my reviews that I think that she was doing too much with the sex. Now I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I did say that. But what I'm also going to say is I know that she's doing it as part of her business. It's not being sexual just for the sake of being sexual. You know what I'm saying? Well, look at the Lori Harvey thing. We don't know at all what happened in the relationship. And the overall look, she's 25 with a 35-year-old, but it seems women get ashamed, men don't. Listen, I said that. I agree with you, Kia Bell. I said the same thing. And welcome, Kia Bell. I said the same thing about the Lori Harvey thing. Y'all know I said that. I've said that a couple of times. That Lori Harvey, the way they come at Lori Harvey, and I'm like, this is a 20-year-old, young, rich, access to that lifestyle. And I don't understand why she gets the rap that she gets either. And I've said that. I've said the same thing. I agree with you 100%. She sure missed the beat with that, but still collecting the bag. All right, Kandi girl. Oh, yeah, I saw myself. Crying in the middle of the play because something sad happened in the play. Then all of a sudden your coochie start buzzing. Child, yeah. I agree. Like I said, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I do feel like her incorporating the sex part of this into this trip to New York, I thought it was a reach. I thought it was too much, and I thought it was a reach. Now I did say that. But I'm not, but going back to Marlo trying to shame her for it. Now, the third thing that Marlo said was, and she needs to do more for the community. First of all, don't spend my money. Don't spend my money. Don't tell me what I need to be doing for the community. Don't spend my money. You don't know what I have done. You don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know what I have to do. Hey, TTB. Mwah! What's up, love? So don't spend my money. Second of all, Kandi has done a lot. We've seen on the show and off the show. Kandi does a lot for the community. She does have her scholarships. She does her food giveaways. Kandi does a lot, but don't spend my money and tell me what I need to be doing with my money. I don't know, April. We haven't gotten there yet. I don't know why Kandi, and I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. That's where Marlo went wrong. Now, I'm going to let y'all hear what Kandi had to say, honey, because Kandi did respond. And y'all might be surprised. Y'all might be surprised because, we're normally used to Kandi. giving a little light, but Kandi went all the way there. Hold on, y'all ready?
We just got a clip sent to us maybe about 2 minutes before you got here. So one of your castmates, Marlo, seems to think that you should be doing more for the culture and even said that you need to stop talking about sex. So how do you feel hearing that tonight?
So funny. And that's why she be so fake to me. Was it day or last night she was sending us the invites, her thing. She wanted us to come support her in her business or whatever. And I was the first one on the group text, probably the only one. No, one of two of all the housewives who said, oh yeah, girl, I'm going to come be there for you. She gets on my motherfucking nerves. I'm tired of her bullshit. She's fake as fuck. If y'all do not know, I have been doing way more for the community than all of them. I don't mind saying it. Okay, I don't always do everything I do on television, but if you want to go to television receipts, even the food drives that I did in the past, who was the man one trying to show up to help her, and she want to act like she don't remember? Listen, I pay off college tuitions for people I don't even know.
Okay, Miss Kandi is giving back to the culture.
What? I put all my businesses in Black communities so that I can bring more jobs to our community. What's she doing? And to be clear, of all people that I've helped, she should know. Because when she wasn't on this show and couldn't get on this show for years, who helped her get another show on another network? But she wanted to kiss ass and be a friend of the show again on this show, so she let the opportunity drop. But it's facts. I got her showing a whole nother network when she needed help. And she want to get over here and show her motherfucking ass. She's getting on my nerves. Like, I literally, when I tell you, literally just was like, oh.
And I remember that. Y'all remember when Kandi had that deal with ReallyTV and Marlo was going to be on the show? It was Marlo and it was somebody else, was it? It was Marlo and somebody else. And she was she had that show on ReallyTV. It was when the Braxtons was still on. This was a couple of years ago. It was when the Braxtons was still on. It was her and somebody else. Her and somebody else. But I remember that. I do remember that happening because remember, Kandi was actually going to go to ReallyTV herself. I think she was in the middle of negotiating with Bravo. And that might be around this. I'm going to be honest with y'all now that I think about it. And I don't know this to be a fact, y'all. But that might be around the time that I know it was around the time she was renegotiating her contract with Bravo because she was going to have a show on ReallyTV as well. And Bravo was like, whoa, not so quick. And I'm thinking that might be around the same time that Kandi negotiated her new contract with Bravo, and that's why she got so much. Remember, Nene was talking about all the stuff remember when Nene was coming for Kandi and talking about how Kandi got this and Kandi was able to do that. And remember that came out that Kandi was executive producing and why Kandi gets all these spinoffs, even though the ratings may not always be that great. Because once again, Kandi know how to fucking negotiate. So what Kandi did was her contract was up at Bravo. And maybe Bravo wasn't trying to pay her what she wanted, or Bravo was bull hockeying with the money. And so she said, okay, cool. I'm going to just step over here to ReallyTV. And not only is ReallyTV going to give me a show, they're going to give me a spinoff. And, and she negotiated. And Bravo was like, no. We was playing. We was just playing, girl. We was just playing. Come back over here, girl. What you say you wanted? Get over here. But she was still going to have Marlo show because Marlo wasn't signed to to Bravo. I remember that. I remember all of that. Fuck It, I Neva was gonna be on that show. It was about fashion stuff. Okay, I remember hearing about that, and then I remember it falling apart because Bravo was like, no, ma'am. But she was still gonna EP. So we know she's not lying about that because I remember that happening. I don't remember all the details, but I remember that happening. So I don't know why Marlo, and April said that that's why she didn't want Marlo on the show because Marlo is so low gutter. Listen, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Yes, she advocated for her to get a piece. She absolutely did. It doesn't make sense to me, y'all. It just doesn't make sense to me. Y'all, this was in my mailbox, and I don't know what it is. And I don't think I ordered this. So I'm going to open it. But if it's something personal, then I won't say what it is on camera. It is personal. I know what it is now. I did order it. And it is personal. Sorry. Okay. Marlo better leave Kandi alone before she explodes on Marlo. Right, because y'all know when y'all get that Kandi, y'all know that's the Kandi. Listen, Marlo was downtown prostitute playing with uptown girls. Child. Listen. Kandi. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all, Kandi is one of those people, she like my sister. I used to always tell people, when my sister started crying, that's when you probably should run. As long as she just arguing with you and getting loud, you probably good. Karen, you probably good. But when she started crying, you probably should run. Like now. Like run for real run. Like run fast. And I feel like that's the same way with Kandi. That Kandi we just heard in that clip, that's the Kandi that Marlo probably don't want to fuck with. Like, you probably need to leave her alone. Probably need to leave her alone. All right, I got 10 more minutes because I have to, it's late. It's 5:30. Okay, I don't even have 10 more minutes. All right, I'm going to have to do this later. I'm going to have to go ahead and shut this down because I got a thing from 6 to 8, and then we have the live tonight for Ladies Night. So don't forget to meet me at Cups of Conversation channel tonight, 9:30 for Ladies Night. We're gonna be talking about Monique. We're gonna be talking about Blueface. We're gonna be talking about what else? What else are the topics? I know we're talking about Monique and Blueface, child. I don't know if you saw my comment, but they can talk all they want. But on Kandi's Bedroom Kandi site, the Vibrary Pray. Oh, I did see that, kid. Thank you. Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. So the panties are sold out, y'all. And that's why Kandi talks about it. And again, like I said, I'm not going to backtrack. I'm not going to backpedal and pussy pop on what I said. But at the end of the day, I understand why she does it. I understand why Kandi does it. Okay? Last but not least, TTB was in here earlier. I don't know if TTB is still in here or not. But TTB, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Ebby Reviews and myself will be on TTB's panel to interview Nunu from the producer, creator of The Circle Atlanta. There was a Circle New York. He got a whole YouTube network. And so y'all join us over there at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I will definitely put it on my community wall. Thank y'all for being here early. I really do appreciate it. I do have to go because I have to get ready to log into a Zoom at 6 o'clock, and I got to log in early, child. So, because I'm the host, so I'm probably got to log in about 10 minutes. So people coming in early. Okay. Thank y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace. Child, you know I am.